Okay, today I'm going to be putting my new head on this engine. It just came today. Ordered it about 3 days ago. So if you've watched the previous videos on my Model T truck that I bought 4 days ago, well now 5 days ago, you'll know that I got it running the second day I owned it. And I noticed it wouldn't hold water because the head of the engine is cracked. It still runs perfectly fine, but it won't hold water. Well, in those boxes are the new head for the engine and the head gasket and this gasket right here. So let's go ahead and take this old one off and put the new one on. Here's the socket I will use to take the head off. You can tell I've been working on my car because my hands are blistered, and they're red like that because I put mercurochrome on it because one of the blisters got infected. Anyway, but it feels fine now. So yeah, okay, I've got enough of the bolts out to see the big crack in the engine head. See? Okay, all the bolts on the head are loose. Now I'm going to take the spark plugs out and loosen this. The fan belt will probably loosen, but that's okay. Then we'll lift this off and put the new one on. Well, after we put the new head gasket. Okay, I got everything loose, but I couldn't get the head off because it's stuck in place. So I'm going to use this engine hoist and this little thing right here, put it in number 3, and lift the head off that way, or pry it off that way. Okay, I've got the head loose. Let's take it off now. Okay, the head is off. There's our head gasket right there. I guess I shouldn't reuse it, so I'm not going to. There's our cracked head. Let's see if the other side shows the crack. No, the other side is fine, so it was just the water part that was leaking. See, the water goes above this. Okay. Okay, so here's one more look at the inside of the engine before I put the new head gasket on and the new head on. And close it up again. Okay, so here's my new engine head. This thing was 400 bucks. It's made of aluminum, and it says made in USA, and it's a Ford product. And as you know, aluminum is lightweight. See? The new head gasket's in here. This is the water pump gasket for there. There goes some of that paper, which I have to go chase after and get now. But the new head gasket's in there. You can see the corner of it right there. Here's the new head gasket. It was about 45 bucks. And the water pump seal gasket was 60 cents. This thing, which goes there. Okay, let's put it on. My phone is on 8%. This should be fine. Just kidding, I lied. It's on 4%. Okay, I've got the old head gasket off. Let's clean off all that with some degreaser and this grill brush. Lye or sodium hydroxide will work ideal. Actually, I do have some. It's in that shed. Let me go get some. Okay, here is my sodium hydroxide, also known as lye caustic soda, and it can be used as drain cleaner. There's the conversion. Also, you can use it in pretzels, death pretzels. But look, literally, it gives you the recipe: pretzels and bagels, 1/2 cup to 10 cups water. And anyway, but that's no surprise because we all knew the food industry was terrible, and they put like preservatives in your food that cause cancer and all that. Anyway, whatever. Okay, let's combine this with some water. Let's go get the water. This is gonna be rusty at first. In a minute, this will clean up. Okay, the water's getting cleaner. I still haven't hit the groundwater yet. This is the water that was left over in the 25 feet of pipe. Okay, now it's starting to pump groundwater. I can tell because the water is extremely cold now. So this is going to produce an exothermic reaction, which means it's going to get really hot because I'm combining that base with water. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. Okay, so I said I ordered 2 heads. Here is my second engine head. I'll just keep that under the seat or somewhere just in case sometime. Okay, I scrubbed off the engine block the best I could. These are carbon deposits in here. But other than that, the cylinders are fine. So let's put the new head on. I'm not going to clean those right now. Okay, this came with washers, so let's use these. These are not lock washers. Okay. Okay, I had to go to Walmart before I finished putting on the head. I realized the spark plug threads are smaller than on the other head. So I went to Walmart and got some spark plugs for that. Hopefully these work okay, but we'll find out. Okay, the new head is on. Let's put in the spark plugs and put some water in there and fire it up and see what happens. Okay, everything is in place. Let's put water in the engine and fire it up, and then I'll fix the oil problem where the oil pours out of the starter thing. Okay, now the engine is holding water. I filled up the radiator. So let's put the cap back on and see if it'll start. Okay, everything around here is a mess right now, but let's see if it'll start. Oh, let me tighten this back up. Hang on. Okay, after I tighten this, we'll see if the motor will start, or the engine will start. Let's see if this is still holding gas from yesterday. It is, yes, for a fact. Okay, let's put more. Okay, the gas is on. Let's see if it'll fire up. There we go. And the engine isn't leaking anymore. There's no water pump on this car, but that is normal. Henry Ford did that on purpose. He uses the thermosiphoning method. So anyway, the gas supply just cut off. That's why that happened. I've got to clean the gas lines out. But anyway, Henry Ford used a thermosiphoning method, so there's no need for a water pump. Hot water rises, cold water sinks, and that's the thermometer for the engine. Okay, so I've been working on the car. It has a slight oil leak, like it just drips. But I am downtown. It made it about 5 miles, or 7 minutes away from my grandma's house. And we're downtown. I met my birth mom for dinner. I met her at this place. Here it is. I had to go by the gas station. I ran out of gas once on my way. But here we are. And it did good, and the motor isn't too hot. See? It's in the ideal range. It's hard to see from this side, but it's perfect on this side. And I'll show you all the engine with the new head that I put on. It did good. My apartment's only 2 minutes away from here. Also, the soda fountain is only 2 minutes away from here.